Oh, look, we're live. Holy crap. See? I told you.
Live.
Well, live from... What are you drinking, Corey? Look at you. I got
Oh, very nice.
one special. One heart attack away. You know, no big deal.
Well, shit, Mark, we didn't get the memo.
Yeah,
You don't need a memo. This is America. There are no memos.
Mine is 0 calories, so I can have my heart attack while being skinny.
Hey, there you go.
I have 30 today, so, you know, I gotta treat myself once in a while.
Yeah.
But welcome, everyone, to, what is this again? Link's Awakening discussion for
What is this?
I don't remember. I've been sitting here for 2 hours playing Final Fantasy, like, well, I thought it was noon my time. All right. So whatever we have, let's go through all your names. We got MT Shark 7, so Mark, say hi. Good introduction. We have G Unit Kalima, say hi, Jorge.
What's up, guys?
Okay, whatever. Show off. Fine, whatever. That's.
I got them both CIB.
Oh, what is...
Where's your copy? Mr. C Stove. Go show them off. Grab your copies. Take your little headset off.
Pictures or it didn't happen?
Yeah, I really wish his came sealed, so you had to look at it and be like, I gotta spend another $50. I can't do this. Like,
There you go.
both of them.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
That's excessive, though. Like, you didn't need to get both of them in the box.
I know.
Oh, my microphone. I don't even know. All right, so I guess
Stop buying stuff, Corey. Stop buying stuff. Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, stop having disposable income. How dare you?
It was only 50 complete though.
That's not bad. I mean, that's terrible.
Actually, you know what? That was probably $50 when it came out. It's my childhood copy.
Every single one on eBay is 80, so I thought 50 was a pretty good deal.
Did you yank yours off eBay too?
That totally cut out everything.
I sure did.
Everything just cut out.
Lucky dog.
Are we all still functioning?
Yeah. You're there.
I don't know. Something's messing up. Hold on. I think I fixed it.
How do I see the
Jorge,
chat?
you there?
Yeah, I can't see the chat in mine.
I don't know. I haven't figured out the chat thing, so the Q&A thing works at least, which is somehow the same or different. But I think we lost Mark and Jorge.
No,
I can still see both of them.
You can see both of them? I can't see.
Yeah.
Mark's moving. Okay. Jorge, he died.
I'm here, bro. I can hear you.
All right. We're here, at least. All right, so I guess the first thing we should talk about is... I don't even know where to start with Zelda, because this is a weird Zelda game. Unless I'm the only one that thinks that.
You're a weird Zelda game.
I thought it was weird. Like,
It is, but it's good weird.
Fourth wall breaking and, like...
No, definitely, yeah. It's not what you expect.
But it was, like, weird for Zelda. Like, it doesn't fit Nintendo.
I find it amazing that went from Zelda 2 to this.
I mean, I wasn't on the Zelda 2 bandwagon because I played that and I saw how that went and I was just like, oh, I don't like that game. If I never touch Zelda 2 again, I'll be happy. So why don't we have somebody else start it off because I don't know where to start. So
Who's starting?
Noise it's making. Mark is going to talk about Link's Awakening first because I just randomly.
Start. I mean, one thing I liked about the story is I know a lot. I know a lot of people.
My thing's making.
I know a lot of how like there's like the whole game's like a dream pretty much, but like how in the middle they kind of like lean towards that idea, so you already know that you're in a dream pretty much, so you're not as disappointed with the whole story, and you actually like respect it more.
I haven't gotten to the middle yet, so I don't know.
You already know the story, Corey, because you cheated.
I didn't cheat. Someone ruined it a long time ago.
How far behind you, Corey?
I'm almost to the 4th dungeon.
Are you really only on the 4th dungeon?
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are so far behind. You were never on schedule.
Hey, I beat Wild 9 on time.
Yeah, the game is like 2 hours long.
Well, that explains it.
Alright, let's say something then.
I do have opinions on it still, even though I'm only on the 4th dungeon.
Go ahead.
I guess we want to hear him, Corey.
I just think that I find it amazing that we went from Zelda 1 and 2 to this, and Link's Awakening's like how it's set up actually stuck because we still play Zelda games like that. You know what I mean? So it was like really a revolutionary Zelda game, and yeah, that's
You're saying Link's Awakening was revolutionary, or Zelda 2?
no Link's Awakening. Like its format and it's how it's set up. Like go to a dungeon, get an item. Do you do that in 1 and 2?
You do it in like Zelda 1, you kind of did it, but Zelda 2, not really. It was more of a side scroller, and then
I mean, like where you get the item, it helps you beat the boss, and then you use that item to progress to the next dungeon. You know what I mean?
Yep. You level up your items.
But like as Zelda series went on, like it became a little easier because the item you got was so apparent that like this is what you need to beat the boss. Like you'd get a boomerang or a hook shot, and then it'd be like a boss comes down with like a giant thing on its back pulsating, and you'd be like, I clearly have to use the hook shot on that, I guess. Okay, and then
yeah.
So this kind of started that trend.
One of the harder ones for sure. Yeah.
This one was.
All the bosses I've beaten so far have been pretty easy, but I'm sure they get harder towards the end.
The last two are pretty. Well, the bosses themselves aren't tough. I meant in general, just the dungeons.
The dungeons were hard, but the bosses were
the bosses are easy. Yeah.
I gotta say, like, I was a little disappointed at that.
Like I think literally on the couple of the bosses I beat, I just could just swing my sword over and over again until it blew up, and then
Right. Yeah.
then it's done.
Yeah.
But I love Zelda. You can't make me talk bad about a Zelda game.
I can look. You can love it while saying some things that you didn't like so much.
I don't really like one and two,
a little bit easier.
Yeah.
The dungeons were kind of hard.
I thought it was amazing how they
stuck on.
Yeah, I just thought it was
one?
amazing how much stuff they packed into this little cartridge, man.
Yeah.
Oh, so
All the items you can grab, the story itself, the dungeons. I mean, it's pretty amazing that
the huge map.
Yeah, the map and just being able to pair up the items differently and use them. Did you guys, Mark and Kevin, did you guys, whenever you guys got the rooster, did you do the deal where you throw your boomerang and grab the rooster and you're flying around and the boomerang's just going on an infinite loop below you?
Yeah, you had to do that stuff though.
Yep.
You didn't get that from Mark?
Yeah, that was pretty neat.
I have no idea what we're talking about right now.
When you get the rooster,
Corey,
throw your boomerang, grab the rooster.
Throw the rooster and then the boomerang?
I'm not gonna lie. Also, you get to just throw like this rooster magically, for some reason, is attracted to this boomerang, and it'll literally carry you through a screen, and you can just be like.
Oh, that's pretty sweet. Is that a glitch, or are you supposed to do that?
No, you're supposed to.
No, it's yeah.
Oh,
which is weird, but that's just what happens in Zelda Land apparently. Which I never. There were so many weird things in this game that like even for like a Zelda game, it's just weird. Like, all right, you know the part where like Marin's following you around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
George got that far. Mark, you get that far or no?
Yeah, I beat the game already.
Yeah. So like you can like I don't know. I'm trying to think. Like you could like put a bomb on the ground and Marin's like demonic. She's like, yeah, blow it up, burn it all. Like she gets like start attacking like a puppy. It's like, yeah, get it. I'm like, oh my god, what are you doing? Like, this tiny little girl. And like there's just so many weird little like things that are like it's just even out there for a Zelda game. Like,
hey, Disney has their sexual innuendos and Nintendo has sadistic little girls. So.
Hey, did you guys?
It's freaking weird with like the children in their games. Like,
Did you guys think it was funny whenever you have like two kids that are playing catch with each other and they like teach you how to save?
Oh, right.
Like,
yeah.
Like everything he says, he's like, you push all 4 buttons to save, but I'm just a kid, so what do I know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I just thought it was funny.
And you know what's annoying? I think it was like the second quest you get. When you get on that screen, they talk to you for like a solid 2 minutes. And then if you left the screen and come back and we're done, they still had to talk to you for like 2 minutes. Like, you gotta know what's going on. I'm like, I know. Shut up. I'm gonna stab you. Like,
Yeah.
there are a
I liked
lot of
how
stuff in this game too. Like,
I liked how there were Mario crossovers.
there were way too many Mario Cross. But like Mario and Luigi were clearly apparent. There were Goombas. and piranha plants everywhere.
Like you had
Not
legit.
Luigi. Fuck Luigi.
You had
Luigi just
legit
figured out
mini
chickens.
Mario
He was like,
levels.
I'm just being happy feeding my chickens, like, whatever. Didn't care.
No, I thought it was cool that they did that, and wasn't there like an Earthbound deal somewhere in there too? There's like
Was
an
there?
Earthbound mod in there, yeah.
Was there an Earthbound?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was, but I
Where?
saw it and I had to Google it when I saw the little. I can't remember what the hell it was, and then I saw that it was an Earthbound nod or something.
That's cool.
I'm gonna have to go back and look at this now because I can't think of.
Where was it at?
Shit, I can't remember. Here, I'll look it up while you guys banter.
I'm really good at bantering wieners, blah 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 wieners. But I guess since I kind of cut Mark off before it. I'm sorry. So Mark, you could. I guess we'll go if we can remember dungeon by dungeon, but like go through like the earlier part of the game and like what you were thinking about it. Because I got a monster, I got a drink.
Well, the early part, like I really didn't know what to expect. Like, I know when you first got the sword and you had to go through that the forest. I thought it was going to be I first thought it was going to be a tough game. Because I was like, oh man, these enemies take a couple hits, and I didn't expect it to be like rather easy. It was mostly just the puzzles and figuring out where to go. And once I got used to like the hang of the game, like it took me until probably the 4th dungeon where I finally got the hang of it. But then on the I guide for it, which was kind of silly, just so I could beat it on time.
Yeah, no, the first puzzles were in that forest. Like I didn't know what to do with that raccoon at all.
Yeah.
So
I actually did that part on accident.
What, the forest?
I got powder. I didn't know what it did, and then I like talked to him, and he said something. I was like, all right. And then he started freaking out. So
I got stuck. I thought it was like the Lost Woods in Zelda 1 where you had to go like northwest, southwest or something.
Yeah, because he does say you will get lost if you don't help me or something, whatever he says.
Yeah.
He doesn't even want you to help him. Like I was just like, all right, I'm not gonna talk to you, and maybe he'll like go away and like not mess with me. And he's just like, you like, all right. It took me at least like 2 hours to be like, oh, I need powder. Like
that first trade in the fetch quest thing you have to do to get into the castle or whatever is so random. It's so random.
It was the first Zelda game where the trading like quest thing was mandatory. Like normally you could ignore all that and it gets you like a couple pieces of heart or like.
That's why I didn't.
It was like something random, but like this one you had to do it.
Yeah, that's why I ignored it too. And then I got to the raccoon, he's like, oh not the raccoon, the monkey. I was like, he's like, I need bananas. I was like, I don't know where to get them.
Well, there's a crocodile that sells bananas, obviously, like real life.
Well, how are you supposed to know that the baby little round black thing wants a bow? Like, how are you supposed to know that?
Accessories and all these things, but like I remember going to the crane shop. I'm like, there's a Yoshi doll there, like, and it's not moving. I'm like, this seems fairly obvious not to get, so I just did.
Yeah.
It was funny. It's like Yoshi. He's appearing in a lot of games recently. Like, yeah, no, he's not. Like,
there was like Yoshi's Cookie back then, and that's it.
Yeah, it was like Yoshi's Cookie. I guess he wasn't a couple. Well, still, it wasn't enough for him to be in a Zelda game. Just being like, he's real cool, you know. I'm like, all right, sure, man, I get it. Yoshi's. I don't know. And then, so what? You had to give Yoshi to the baby, right?
Yeah.
And then the baby gave you the bow?
Yeah, and then bow to the black thing.
Yeah, and then you got canned food or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, like canned food from the alligator.
And then the alligator gives you bananas.
Bananas.
It's so random.
It was such a random side quest, and I sat there like, I'm sitting there trying to get through the whole thing. I'm just like, can I just get in the castle? Like, I used the guide, and I don't even care because it was so out of like nowhere. I never would have figured that out myself.
I did not use
I had to use. You didn't?
Oh, I was saying I didn't use it until I had to find those gold leaves. I couldn't find the last leaf. I was getting really frustrated because it was that bird in the tree.
I did it by accident, luckily. I did it by accident, and I don't even remember where I found the last one, but it was like one of the enemies wouldn't appear or something, like, and finally he appeared, and I got a leaf from him, like.
Yeah. One of them you had to freaking dig out of the ground, man. It was like, what the hell?
You did it in like 3 days because you were like Link's Awakening, like I'm going on a 48-hour road trip, like I was like looking for whatever tip like you put up, and I was like, God, I'm following Jorge's. Like, I couldn't do it.
Well,
Yeah,
the thing is
did
I had
everybody
already
get all this-
beaten in this game before, so I mean, I kind of had an idea going into it. I did pull the guide out for quite a few things, but I wasn't, following it the whole way through. So
I'm mad that I restarted completely
I
just
think the
because I
only
didn't
Zelda
go
game
left in a dungeon and missed a key.
all right.
Yeah, so mad.
Wait, you restarted the whole dungeon because you couldn't find a key?
I restarted the whole game because I thought my game glitched and didn't give me the key I needed.
Dude, what?
And it turns out it didn't glitch out, right? You just missed the key.
Yeah, I when I restarted the dungeon, I was like, oh, there's a door to the left over here. What's this? And there was a key. I was like, gosh, dang it! Like when I got back to it.
You're really behind. You don't even think everything out before you do everything.
Well, I learned my lesson.
Did it even get all the seashells?
No,
Yeah, I did. I got all of them. All the last few that were left over, they were freaking rupees or whatever, because you can't get them after you max out or whatever.
it's really stupid though, because you have to get 5 seashells in order to trade in for 1 seashell. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, or else
Well,
you miss
no,
one
the
if
thing
you go
is-
over 5.
The thing is that you have to do it in that order so you can get the level 2 sword. So every 5 seashells you have to go there, and what you're doing is you're trading them in to get that level 2 sword.
Oh, I've been skipping them because I'm like trying to like speed run the game now.
Ah,
Because
yeah.
You gotta get to it and beat it. That's
I
why.
need to. I know.
But once you get the boomerang, nothing else matters.
You fools didn't
No,
beat
that
Deadly
thing's so
Premonition though,
stupid.
so don't get on me.
Oh my God, the boomerang is just like I win. Like I think I beat the
Yeah,
last
it's OP,
boss.
man.
It kills everything, and it cuts grass, and it like
Yeah.
resells your house like for higher value. Like it does everything.
So I know Corey hasn't beaten it yet, but did you guys have a favorite boss? One that was
Well-
all right. I mean, one.
Mhm.
I like the eagle. I actually fucking died the first time I tried fighting him because I didn't know he had a third attack. I had forgotten that.
The eagle is good. Like I just kept dying. He was like that annoying boss in Link to the Past, where like if you fall down, that like.
Oh
thing-
my gosh,
Oh,
yes.
It resets. It resets the hit points, man. It pissed me off so bad. I kept like
You have to
I
go
kept
all the
falling
way
on
back
purpose.
up. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, I
I
kept
got
falling on
one.
purpose, thinking, oh, you know what? I'm not gonna get hit. I've already hit him 4 times, so the next one's gonna kill him. And I didn't realize that it was just resetting. I was like, son of a.
oh, that's
man.
I used save state on that and it saved my butt. Like that's I had to.
You did say
Fucker.
state, you cheater.
On that boss that on Link to the Past, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would have too, man.
If I
I've
fell
beaten
off
that
like
one, though.
reload.
I'll go last on favorite boss because I can't. I gotta think about one. So you guys pick one first. I'm trying to.
Definitely that one, and I found that the final boss, like the nightmare or whatever,
yeah.
that one, since I had beaten it before, I did remember that you had to use like pretty much all your weapons to beat all the bosses, but I didn't know in what order. So whenever I recorded that video of me beating it, it was like my third life because I didn't know what order I had to do all the stuff in.
Wow.
I didn't watch that video because I didn't want to
Okay.
see what the boss looked like yet.
Yeah, no, and that's cool. But see, that's one of those deals where, what is it in the library? There's a book that you can't read without a magnifying glass, right?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you don't
that's
know that, you can't beat the game. Like if you
Yeah.
don't know that you have to go there and that's the pattern you have to take, you can't beat the game.
That's why it's all cryptic and stuff, and that's what I was saying. Like that's why like it was kind of a crazy cryptic Zelda game.
Now, other than that, though, is there like a game-breaking thing that can happen where it's unbeatable? Did you
could-
guys run across anything like that?
You could glitch out and not get a key in the second
Or you
No,
just-
I'm talking more about there's other Zelda games where you can walk through a cave and then rocks fall, and cover the door, and then that's it. Like if you need to get back in that cave, you can't. That's the end of the game.
Never heard of that.
Is that the Dodongo cave in Ocarina of Time?
I'm pretty sure there's more than one in the Zelda series that will actually make your game unbeatable.
Wow.
Like there's some
that
things you can
sucks.
do out of order, and it makes your games unbeatable. But I didn't
I've
know if you
never-
guys had run into anything like that. in
I
this
haven't.
one.
I thought Zelda games were so. This is not me, Zelda fanboy, but I thought they were so expertly crafted. Where like, there's an order to do things. But
Expertly crafted in Ocarina of Time, you're running across a field for hours doing nothing.
There was the first like open field that you.
That's my favorite game of all time.
When it comes to the dungeon,
Crappy field, man.
I'm just
Sorry.
saying for the dungeon. For the dungeons, if you use a key on a door, it'll never give you like a straight up dead end. There's always another way to get around to get another key. Like they never just like
dungeon I
use the wrong key on the wrong door. You're fucked. Sorry, unless you're Corey and you mess everything up.
Yeah.
There's an extra key in this last dungeon I beat though. Like you
There
beat
is
it
an extra key. Yeah, there is an extra key in that
just
one.
in case you miss one. I'm assuming.
Well, yeah, in case you think your game glitched out and you have to start the whole game over because you're an idiot.
Who would do that?
All right, so I guess Mark, what's your favorite dungeon boss? Because we never did.
Lava guy. Is that the right one? I think he's the second to last boss.
Oh, he was
That's
an ass. I hated him.
And I thought he was
Oh my
pretty.
god, he made me angry. He was easy though, kinda though.
Yeah, I think that's what.
He was.
Is that the one that's jumping in and then
makes
out,
sense.
and you gotta hit him while he's in the air?
Yeah.
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 Yeah,
With a
he's-
boomerang, baby. Just use the boomerang.
yeah.
Boomerang, cheap, win everything.
I was like, oh my god, how did I beat him so quickly? I think it was like 2 hits and he was gone. I was like, what? That's a boss?
Yeah, because boomerang is OP and it's the best weapon ever. I was playing Hyrule Warriors today and I just boomeranged everything in the field and everyone died real
I need to
fast.
try that game.
You need to get Hyrule Warriors. It's wonderful.
I have it. I just haven't played it yet.
Yeah, struggle. I don't know if he wasn't. I don't know if he was ever a main boss, but I remember him towards the end. He was a mini boss. You know the thing with the giant bowling ball you had to pick up and throw at him.
Oh, that guy was annoying. Yeah, that's a mini boss.
You know,
Yeah.
he
I
was
don't.
never a main
annoying.
boss, right? Like he was just a mini boss.
No, yeah, he was
I
a
thought
mini
it was
boss.
like a fun boss fight. It was like, there's your ball, die. Like I don't know why. I got like, I thought that was like overly amusing. So you're going with the hawk guy? George,
I am, yeah.
All right. So Corey, in the 4 dungeons you got to, who was your favorite?
All the main bosses were mostly just swinging your sword, so I guess I'll go with one of the 2 like little bosses. The one where you make them eat bombs, or the other guy in the cave that you have to dodge him first and make him run into a wall or whatever, and then you hit him. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, yeah.
So just because they were a little bit more diversified, I'll go with one of those 2. I don't know which one. Because the other ones, like the main bosses, I literally just swung my sword at them.
You could kind of sword spam in this, and that's I think the more gameplay was in the actual dungeons than the fighting a boss, which I guess is good because Zelda games are never really about the combat.
Oh, on the boss where you have to split the eyes, the 3rd dungeon. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Did you guys like power up your sword and just like point it in the middle of it and just let it keep hitting like this until it split?
Right. Yeah.
I didn't do that at first. I kept trying to just hit it, but it's so easy if you just power up your sword.
I didn't even think about that. I should have done that.
Oh, it splits like in 2 seconds.
No,
It's
I
easy.
think I circle spam the twirly thing. I don't even know what to
Yeah.
call it.
The twirly thing's good.
Spin it. The twirly thing, whatever. What is this TV tropes thing that you just brought me to? Unwinnable by mistake?
It has a whole page of all the Legend of Zelda unwinnable stuff in all the games.
This
So,
thing was notorious for a door that can only be unlocked with an interchangeable antimatter key. What?
I don't remember that.
Which was located across the moat that you're meant to cross after getting swim. Because the Link could just barely clear the moat by jumping, leaving him near the... Okay. Oh, yeah, but the DX version fixed this by making the jump impossible, so that's why I have no idea what you're talking about. That makes sense. I didn't know you could not beat this game unless you're Corey.
yeah, it's not just this one. I mean, there's a bunch of
I never
Zelda games that have been constructed so perfectly, yet you can't beat them. You know.
get stuck in the Eagles Tower, again, not in the DX version. If you drop one of the orbs down a certain hole,
Yeah.
what? You can trade the shovel for a boomerang, then another shovel will appear in the shop. 2 full of the last dungeon, pick up the fire rod.
Did you guys steal anything from the shop?
No.
No, I did that the first time around.
I did it when I was little. but
Yeah, me too.
It annoyed me so much getting called thief the whole game and not my character's name.
It's
Uh,
they.
Which is
It's,
like
The guide I read said your name actually changes to Thief, like on your select profile screen, but mine didn't change, so I don't know.
Yeah, you'll forever be known as Thief in the game.
Because you're a professional cheater,
And you
Corey.
ruined it.
Maybe they forgot to do that on the DX version or something. I don't know.
How does it?
It does. I'm still my name though, even though I stole something.
Did you save it after you did that though, and like die?
I get called Thief by like in-game characters, but my name didn't change to Thief. So I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, maybe it just does it for your characters. I don't know. I remember doing it when I was little because, like I said when we talked about it last time, like I had no idea what I was doing when I played this the first time.
Then you go back in the shop and the dude will kill you.
Yeah, he's like, "So you stole my $980 rupee thing." Well,
Wait, Kevin, so did you say you never beat it when you played it when you were younger?
yeah, when I was little, I had no idea what I was doing. I was just this little guy with a sword, and I was like, "Wake the
Oh, right.
windfish, keep hitting."
Well,
it
no,
with the
I was just asking because I beat it, but I remember it taking me like 4 or 5 months.
sword. Well, when you're little,
I mean, you know what I mean?
yeah.
But shit, even if you played it now without the guide, how long would it take you? It would have taken me 3 months if I hadn't have beaten it before or without a guide.
Without a guy,
Easy.
I'd probably be here. Still.
Right. Yeah, I'd still fucking be here frustrated as hell in the 6th or 7th dungeon, man.
I should have played it smart like you and actually brought it along with me on my Game Boy because
Yeah,
I used the Retron the whole time, and then that just like it's.
I just switched off.
I should have brought it along with me.
I got stuck on Ocarina of Time for like 6 months
Oh my god.
until I found a
Why?
guide for like $7 at a game exchange, and then I finally continued.
You have game exchanges out there?
We did. They shut down though. I used to buy all my games in Oklahoma in Game Exchange.
Oh.
That's where I
thought it was
found
like
Conker's Bad Fur Day for $7.
I thought it was like an Alabama / like Connecticut thing, like a couple random states.
I love Game Exchange.
It's okay. They don't price Genesis stuff well, but we should get back to what I was doing.
It's nostalgic. Let's say that.
Well, yeah, because they got games in there everywhere. Actually, they had a Link's Awakening, the gray one, in there for like $3 the other day. I thought about buying it just to have it.
Man.
But
That's not a bad deal.
because it's not, but like I don't hoard, so like I don't like buy doubles of games just to have a double, which I should maybe because then I can.
It's
actually
not
trade
technically a
stuff.
double.
Yeah, you could trade it if you didn't already have that version.
Good, but my black cartridge from when I was little, and it's so beautiful, and it still had my save data on it where I named my guy Poop Butt. I did not play the game with Poop Butt, by the way. I should probably point that out. Also, the Windfish, by the way, ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
The what?
The Windfish, like when you beat the game.
Oh, yeah.
It was the most frightening thing that you could put in pixels, and like
I wonder, you know, with this much crap that they had, well, not crap, with this much stuff that they had in this game, I wonder how much space they had to save to do that last cutscene. You know what I mean?
That giant cutscene with the ugly sprite.
Well, I mean, dude, for a Game Boy game, come on, give it a little break.
When it came out in 91 or something?
I'm just saying, like, it was almost as frightening as the first time you saw the Great Fairy in Ocarina of Time, and you were just like,
Right, yeah.
oh, you.
That girl is ugly as balls.
Dude, that thing's so great. They fixed it in Hyrule Warriors and made him look like decent.
I'm just saying, I can't believe they were able to fit that on that this little tiny ass cartridge, man.
I wonder, because I remember when Iwata died, like, everyone was talking about how he was going around, like, doing compression in a lot of games to, like, make stuff fit. So I kind of want to see if he was a part of that, actually.
How much memory do you think's in that cart? Like a megabyte?
I don't know, but like a megabyte was a lot for back in the day.
Yeah, it was. So,
yeah.
Probably half that.
Did you actually see what the Windfish looks like, or no?
No, I haven't seen it yet. No.
All right, I'm gonna scare you a little bit. So hold on 1 second. Ready?
Yeah.
You see it?
Yeah. What the heck?
Isn't that like the ugliest looking thing that like?
It looks like a whale got graffitied by an Indian person.
It looks so depressed. Like it just looks sad that it exists. It's like, hey.
It has wings.
Yeah, the little wings that are gonna carry it, like right here. And like I'm trying to figure out like what this pink thing on its head is. Like
And that thing looks beautiful compared to the original Game Boy one, right, Mark? It freaking looks like shit.
Is that a sperm whale?
The original Game Boy?
What's that?
The Windfish in the Game Boy one looks ready.
I mean, no, it doesn't have any color like that. You know, the colors are different, so it's even uglier.
Well, it's got no colors. Oh wait, so who played the black one, the color one?
I did. I didn't. I played the original.
So all right, so you played
The first time I beat it, Kevin, I beat it on DX. Yeah.
So you did the color dungeon then, though, right?
Yeah, for that. Yeah, the first time I played it, I did do the color dungeon.
Corey doesn't even know where he's like, the color dungeon. What's this? Like, all right, so there is a optional side quest you can do where I even forget how you like find out about it. I think it's like one of the books where it's like if you go to the graves like and you push these graves in these directions, it opens up a staircase and it's like this long dungeon. You could in theory do if you like you were playing the black game on a original Game Boy, you just knew what was going on. But it was a lot of like you got to turn this statue all the same color or like these enemies going to do this and at the end, you get to pick a red or a blue tunic, and like red was like, what did it do, double damage or something?
Yeah, something like that.
But I got the blue tunic. Yeah, the blue tunic like cut your damage in half, so like the game was like a little easier after that. But man, that is super important for like the last dungeon when I was dying every 5 seconds. Like if I didn't have the blue tunic, I'd be sitting here like.
I bet you they did that so that people would buy a Game Boy Color if they already had a Game Boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
It'd make them double dip just so they could have that extra dungeon.
Well, remember how I was telling you, Kevin, that there was other things that weren't in the original as well? It's like the photograph one, you know, all the photographs going on throughout the game, that's not in the original Game Boy.
They're not?
No.
I found out something tiny that they changed. I'm not really sure why they changed. I'd like to look it up. But you know the girl who's out there pulling weeds outside of her house or whatever she's doing?
Oh, right. Yeah, I knew about that.
Yeah, they changed what she says. Like in the original, she says like hi or something, and then they changed it in DX. Like she says something completely different. I don't know why they would change that. Like
I remember reading that. Yeah.
Why would they change that? That doesn't solve anything. Like
I don't know. It's just like I want to know who was sitting there like, let's make her say what's up this time.
It's because they knew that eventually we were going to have this talk after playing it for the game of the month, and we were going to need something to talk about.
I guess Nintendo's geniuses.
I'm trying to look at all the differences between the DX and like the original now. I see the weeding actually right.
I just remember when I picked it up this time around, I was like, "There's something missing." Like I kept playing through it, and I was like, "How come I feel like there should be something else going on here?" But
yeah, there's no camera shops in the original one. I mean,
no, and there's no camera shop or whatever. Like it just doesn't exist. So.
Also, in one of the dungeons, wherever one of the chests that pop up have a key in it in DX, but in the original it's just rupees. Like I guess maybe to make it easier or something.
Yeah,
so there's an extra one.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about that actually. I'm also seeing apparently you guys if you played the Gray cartridge, you guys didn't have owl statues.
Oh yeah,
no, that's what I was telling you before. You get like tablets instead.
You get a tablet. In the DX one, you got an owl with a beak missing, which is weird.
Well, that's the weird part though, because it's there's still owls in the original one.
Yeah.
You just don't use them.
They just sit there.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't do anything. They just kind of.
No. Instead, you just get the tablets, and those are the ones that give you the hints.
That's weird, man. Like you got this Gray cartridge is like I'm more intrigued by it because I didn't have this when I was little.
Well, neither did I, dude. Neither did I until I bought it this time around. Like I said, I beat the DX version before, so.
I actually started this game on the Gray one a long time ago and didn't finish it. And I only beat like one dungeon, and then so I wanted to do DX this time. I don't know why.
And then you got that sealed, and then you had to go buy another version. I really wish that happened. Like, I'm such a jerk, but I really wish it happened to you.
I would totally buy another one. I keep it sealed.
You would too.
I would. Man, I wouldn't buy another. I wouldn't buy another complete one. I would get card only at that point if I had gotten a sealed one.
Yeah,
like they actually moved a whole bunch of like treasure chests and everything in the original version to the DX. I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, they
The,
did?
the dungeons are completely different. You couldn't play this game like the same way. Oh, this is weird.
Yeah, I was getting confused on the guide too.
Yeah, you'd have to look up specifically.
You do have to look up, specifically whatever you're wanting to do.
From what
Yeah.
I read, though, Zelda Dungeon was doing pretty good by saying, like, if you're playing the original version, it's this, but if
It does.
you know,
It does do that. That one's a pretty good walkthrough.
Yeah, that's what I was using.
Apparently, the translation is terrible in the Great Cart too. Like the grammar's all bad.
I wonder if
There's
that's
two
why they
mistakes.
changed that girl. They probably changed her because of that.
I don't know, man.
They probably spelled high with a G or something.
Yeah, they're probably like, "Hi, I girl grass," and they're like, "Yeah, we should probably change that."
There's a fishing button in the original one. In the original non-DX version of the game, if you manage to get more than 14 hearts and then die and choose save and quit and start a new game, all the background tiles will disappear. What?
What? I
Huh.
never.
If you get more than
Long
14
story
hearts,
short for me, man, this game climbed into like my top 10 games of all time. Really liked it.
this game?
Yeah, top 10. I think
I
it's in my
don't know
top
if
10
I put
now.
it in one of my favorite Zelda. I like it, but like, especially after Link Between Worlds came out. Whew.
I died one time in that game.
Link Between Worlds?
Yes, that's how easy that game was.
It was easy. That was the only Zelda I think I've beaten without a guide, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. Because
After
I'm
you
just
beat
bad at
it,
them all.
It'll be like number of deaths, and it said 1. I was like, wow. But I think I was more inclined to not die because you lose all your items when you die. So I was like, I'm not
Oh,
doing
that's
it.
bullshit.
You rented them. You gotta buy.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can't imagine playing this game in black and white. I'm sorry. This just doesn't look nearly as like.
Well, it was kind of colory because the SP adds color to it, so it wasn't terrible.
Well, you gotta play with the color filters you can run through in the game.
Right.
Yeah.
Which I always use the B right one, which makes it all negative and it looks like weird.
I have a random question, by the way. On the Retron 5, how do you change it to where, you know, you can have like the Game Boy background or like some kind of background and not just black?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you change that?
I think you go to the game op,
Under
right?
yeah, it's under like game specific settings or something.
Because I accidentally made it black and I'd like it to be pretty.
Am I the only turd without a Retron 5 here?
Look,
Yeah, you
man,
kinda
I
a
used,
loser,
to,
man.
I used to crap on the Retron 5 because I went through 2 of them. But
I went
I
through
will
1.
say, I went through 2. I bent the pins twice. But like whatever they did now, like I can actually take a cartridge in and out without feeling like the thing's gonna break.
Well, I think if you put USB, but I mean the UPC on the box it says OB. That means they have the new pins on it. I think it's like at the in the part of the numbers.
Mine was messed up with the software. Like, you couldn't update it or anything.
I don't ever want to mess with software updates on that thing again. Like I did it once where my NES slot just didn't work. And then I literally had to like yell at the dude from Hypergun to be like, look, you need to fix this because something wrong with this thing.
Yeah, I
Like,
sent mine back. They fully updated it and then sent it back to me, like, updated and everything.
I had to ask for a downgrade to like make it work.
But the point is, once you get a good one, you're good.
Oh yeah, no, mine's working wonderfully right now. Which I gotta
I'm just
say,
gonna have to buy one then.
I kind of enjoyed playing Link's Awakening on a TV. Like, yeah, even though it was meant for a portable game, like it kind of worked like as a Link to the Past like sister game or something. Like I don't know how to describe it. It feels very Link to the Past-y.
Yeah.
Well, it's,
Like, I don't know,
it's
it
supposed to
works for
be
me.
after Link to the Past, right?
I'll have
What's
to
up?
look at that timeline again. I don't
Or was it
remember.
before?
Dude, I don't even remember.
No.
I don't really follow the Zelda timeline because I really think like the games didn't need one. Like it was just kind of like, look, they're all their own thing, like Final Fantasy games. Like just let them.
Well, this one is definitely its own thing. You don't have to know anything about Zelda to be able to enjoy it.
Well, blame the fans for there being a timeline because they kept asking. So,
Look, extreme fandoms are the reason I do it. Okay?
but I have 2 monitors at my desktop right here. So I have my Retron hooked up to my right one, and then I can use the left one as like looking at the walkthrough or watching a Let's Play or something. I'm
It's
just like,
pretty cool.
yeah,
Hi,
it's
President Mike.
pretty good setup.
President Mike has entered the garage to welcome us to a Link's Awakening live stream. Hello, Mike.
Hi, Prez. Mike?
It's definitely not. We had pizza already.
Yeah, pizza. We got Little Caesars
Here,
because
I'll
we're
leave
fat.
that right here.
Yeah, that's fine. Dude, you get sick. Come join
I
us.
know. We're finishing other stuff.
Oh, all right. You got
Squared
things to
away.
do. So professionals.
Are we gonna discuss Alan Wake at all, or no?
Oh yeah, Mark. Speaking of which, bring up Alan Wake.
Don't ruin it past chapter 3 though, please.
That's your problem. You had a month.
No,
Did
this
you beat
week.
it, Kevin?
I don't have a 360. I tried to get a hold of one.
Oh.
But if
Well, this game's really story driven, so I didn't want to. You know what I mean?
I tried Alan Wake on my computer. My computer can't handle it. Like my computer can run Minesweeper and
Pinball.
yeah. So you can go into Alan Wake because I kind of want to hear about the game up to chapter 3.
I'm halfway through 4, I think, or 3. I don't remember.
Yeah, the chapters, I think they're like an hour, between an hour and a half each. They're
Oh,
pretty-
okay.
Chapters?
Yeah, I mean, it was. I thought it was creepy, but it wasn't. I don't think it was as creepy as Corey thought it was.
No, it's starting to get less creepy as I play it.
Yeah, it's getting. When I got further into the game, I would think the enemies were just a nuisance for the most part. Like the
Yes.
one is I pretty much called the weasels because they're small and they run up to the side of you and they hit you twice. There's no way to block them, and they take like half your health from you. It's like pisses me off so bad. I was like, oh my god, and they're easy to kill.
Alan Wake actually considered to be a good.
I hate the setup of this game though, because it's like all right, cool cutscene, cool story, like he's a good storyteller, so you're like, oh, this is interesting. Then all of a sudden it's like, now run through the woods with your flashlight, and then it's like, all right, cutscene, all right, now run through the woods with your flashlight, like over and over and over again.
So is it easy?
It's
Well, I was playing at the highest difficulty,
Oh,
so
okay.
it's pretty challenging for me. But I don't want to spoil anything, but the last level, it got so obnoxious. I'm like, we're really running through the woods for this long, like.
Do you have like an actual weapon in Alan Wake, or you just have a flashlight?
you have
You
your
have,
flashlight and a gun.
You have a gun?
Yeah.
Is it like Doom 3 where you have to be like flashlight and then like bring up the
But
gun?
you have to have your flashlight on one of them long enough to like break their darkness off, and then you can shoot them. So
Oh.
Yeah.
Because I started the game and it's pretty intense the way it starts.
I gotta get
Yeah,
it so I
it
can
starts
play.
out pretty freaky, but then after a while you're like, these guys are annoying. Like, go away. But
I gotta play.
I plan on beating it. I just haven't gotten to it yet. I've been playing a lot of. Kevin's gonna love this. I've been playing a lot of Minecraft.
I need people to play Minecraft with. Like I play with Slasher Elite a lot, but like I can't play that game alone.
On PC or PS4 or what?
PS3.
Or PS3? I have the only versions that no one has. I have PC and PS4, and nobody plays on
When I
PC and
get
PS4.
my inevitable PS4 for Christmas, which got spoiled for me, I'll get Minecraft for it.
Yeah, dude, get it and I'll play with you. It's only fun if you play with other people. I play with like Grubgun and his girlfriend and Giles, so I never
if I
played
do
with
get
myself.
it, it'll be on PS4.
I'll
Yeah.
get it.
Hey Mark,
So-
what did you think about when you started getting attacked by inanimate objects? Like, I got
What?
really angry.
That was a pain because I didn't know what the heck was going on.
Yeah, it was
And
stupid.
when I destroy them, I thought you basically just had to avoid them the whole time. I didn't know you can actually destroy them.
Yeah, you can if you put your light on them long enough, but it's like some of them are so big that you can't dodge them. Like, it'll just fly at you, and it's like half a train or something. You're like, really?
I where I would be behind like a telephone pole and it would just hit the telephone pole.
Yeah, I remember getting so mad because I died by a wheelbarrow. I was like, what the heck? I almost stopped playing. I was like, this is stupid. I just died because of a wheelbarrow.
So is ammo easy to come by in this game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, actually, what levels? I think it's chapter 3 or 4. I like pretty much had no ammo, and there was like thousands of guys. It took me forever to get past it. I was like so close to rage quitting. I was like, oh my god, there's no way to pass this part.
That happened to me too because you can't melee fight them at all. So you have kind of,
can't.
No, and you'll be running, and you'll like run out of energy, and you like start walking, and like they never stop running. So
Yeah. He has like no. He's like the most out of fit person in any game.
and he has like a little dodge move, but it like rarely works. I remember seeing because the light saves you, so if you run into like there's like a what's it called?
Yeah, the post or whatever. Or
Yeah, like a post with a light going down. If you run into the light, they can't touch you. So I see this light in the distance, and I have no ammo, so I'm trying to dodge all these guys through the woods. I get almost to the light and die, like, every time. So I was having to, like, do math and skills.
I only played like 20 minutes, so I didn't get very far, obviously. And the whole time, like, it still felt pretty freaky, so I was just, like, hiding in the cabin for a long time, and then...
The cabin scared me.
Yeah, dude, that was scary as shit, yeah, so...
And then it's like, boom, and you're like, whoa.
But I didn't get very much farther after that, so I really can't.
Play this so I can see it, because I want to. This game sounds weird as hell.
It's pretty.
I can,
weird.
Sure. Yeah, I can. I'll share it.
I need to see what this game is because I'm very.
Actually, I'll restart it probably just so you can get that because that first scene or whatever that's pretty cool looking.
yeah.
Because if I was trying to get Alan Wake this month, but I couldn't. So if Prey gets picked, I definitely have to like go get a 360.
Nah.
I might. You know what, dude? I might I might have it on the 360. I'm a hoarder. I'll give it to you because I'm not gonna play it on 360. I'm gonna play it on my PC. So if I have it when I go back home this weekend, I'll send it to you. But I might have it on 360.
What, Prey or Alan Wake?
Alan Wake.
Ooh, spoopy.
Yeah. So if I have it, I'll send it your way because we haven't even taken out the Xbox 360 after I tested it. So.
Well, cause I'm gonna totally get shot for saying this, but you are like the biggest Sony fan. You're probably like, fuck that thing, like.
No. I mean, I'm not like a huge fanboy, but Sony's been good to me, so I just play on PlayStation. So
I'm surprised you have 360, honestly.
I care more about my trophy count than my achievement count is my main thing. So I'm like, well, it's not like I'm like anal about it.
And I got an Xbox One because I want to.
My friend will not play a game with those trophies. And the second he platinums a game, he'll never touch it. Never.
Well, my
you
fiance.
Unreal Tournament. Unreal Tournament where like you have to win 250 online matches, 50 days in a row. Like,
I don't do those stupid like grindy trophies like that. That's just.
No, he just changed the date of his PS3 all day. He had me in private matches where he'd shoot my head and then end the match.
Oh man.
But my fiance and I and my friends, we all like kind of compete on trophies just for the heck of it. So that's why I care about trophies.
What sucks is that I have 2 accounts and I have like level 6 and like a level 7 on the other. So
dang.
So I hate that. You know what I mean? Because like, when I first started, I'd play like on G Unit. I would play just zombies a lot. And then I would forget that I'd be logged into that one, and I'd beat a game on that one. And then I'd be like, crap, instead of my main one, so fuck.
I'm up to like 11 platinums, I think.
Wow.
11?
I have friends on my friends list that have like 80 platinums, like 65 platinums.
Holy crap.
I know. I don't know how you have that much time. I don't even know if I have. Yeah, I do.
I know. I have a little bit of a life, man. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
I have too many things going on, which is why I like playing one game in the month. I was like, I cannot do too many of these things.
Right, yeah.
I finally beat Castlevania, which took me how fucking long? I beat it yesterday, and I was just like, I'm free.
Are you two gonna beat Deadly Premonition?
Yeah, I'm getting my I'm getting my spare PS3 this weekend so that I can play it because my fat PS3 just it doesn't work, man.
Dude, Deadly Premonition is still the weirdest. We're still talking about Deadly Premonition. Like how many months later? Game just needs to die.
No, it's that good. It's that good.
I really like that game actually.
I don't mind it, man. Once I got to the point where I'm at, I thought it was great.
And if you think about it in a sense of like how small the team was that made it and their small budget and stuff, you're like, you guys did some cool stuff with what you had.
Well, Mike has words on Deadly Premonition.
I mean, I have some words. I don't think I have to actually hold this.
No, you don't.
No.
Oh, okay. No, it's right, though. Like, there's people that was able to do that. And it's more so like they had a story that they wanted to tell, and regardless of like whether or not they had the budget for it or they were going to get approval, it's just the game that they wanted to make, you know. And it's because like some of the most negative aspects of the game were things that they didn't even want in it, really.
The combat
Like,
and all that.
No, but yeah, they
Yeah.
they didn't even want
I
there to
don't
be
think
combat in
so.
the game.
Yeah, well,
But
they
it's very
needed
difficult to
something.
get a publisher to agree to sign off on something that they're not so sure it's going to sell.
Because
So,
Corey still hasn't beaten it, and that was July
I beat Deadly
or something,
Premonition.
right?
Yeah, Corey's beating it.
I mean,
haven't
it
beaten
has almost no reason to be as good as it is.
No,
But it just
doesn't.
constantly like grabs you back in though. It's got a really engaging.
So what they
story.
wanted to do, they just wanted to do like a Heavy Rain type of game where it was just a ton of just story.
Heavy Rain if Heavy Rain.
Yeah, basically, I think they just kind of wanted it to be like a narrative story.
I think that would have been
that's
cool
what,
by itself as well. Yeah.
I actually would have preferred that probably because
Yeah.
I don't like games that have like really crappy combat. Like if I'm playing Silent Hill 2, I'll put the combat all the way like low on easy and put the puzzles on hard. That way I can just yeah.
Yeah, you can do that.
I didn't know that.
That's how I used to play too, because you're right. Like the combat is like the flawed part of that game, and everything else is amazing.
Yeah, it's so broken that I'm like, I don't even care. Like your combat's broken. I'm not gonna make
It's
myself
definitely a
mad.
game that I started appreciating more as I played it. At first, I was just like, what's going on here? What am I doing? Then
Yeah, I
after
was like,
that, the story actually kept me going back. So definitely not the
Mark, thank you for
not the.
picking. I got to miss out on.
Oh yeah,
I
you
think
don't
I
know who
get
the
it.
killer is yet. I was about to ask, did anyone expect that killer? But
What, Deadly Premonition?
yeah, never mind though. I'm not gonna ruin it for.
Yeah, I thought I had figured it out, so I'm not gonna say. I guess I thought it was a gay sheriff, but I don't know.
Me and Kevin were streaming it when I first got the game, and as soon as we met him, I was like, "Oh, this guy's definitely behind everything."
Oh, yeah.
And I kind of jokingly meant that, but then
No, I didn't.
it turns out to be true.
I'm going to ruin one thing for you, Corey. The ending of this game will explain almost nothing.
Oh, I already beat the game, dude.
Oh, then who didn't beat it?
I haven't beaten it.
All right, Jordan.
I don't care. No, I don't care. I mean, I'm gonna play it either way. It doesn't really matter.
I'm not ruining it for you. All right, we should probably pick the next month's game.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
I'm
Do
gonna
it.
that.
Point
Do it.
Quicken.
What's up for
Stuck
vote?
out all day. So as you guys see, I got the wheel picked and ready to go.
What is
So-
D?
Oh God, I'm a stormtrooper.
The D.
I guess I can be a stormtrooper.
Who's getting the D?
Is there only 2 votes?
What's up?
I can't tell what 2 of the games are.
I got them written down. So we got Medal of Honor, which I think you picked.
That was me.
Where's that one that's P? Oh, that one's supposed to be free. Hold on. Yeah, but I don't have a 360, so I'm gonna have to find one.
Take your mask off while you talk, you turd.
Fine, I'll take my mask off. It's gonna get you right now.
understand what you were saying there for a little bit.
I can't understand what you're saying. Speak American.
Right, yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I'll take my hand over my face.
So I don't know if you guys can read, but we got Prey, Medal of Honor Frontline, Spyro, and then I picked Toy Story, which that game is hard as shit. So I hope everyone gets really mad at it. You all ready for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, it's live, so I'm not cheating.
There's only 4 votes?
Well, the other people put it like on a group I wasn't in. I'm like, no, go vote for it here because we have to have some kind of validity to use this.
Ah, okay, cool.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Through science. Oh, hell yeah!
Oh, shit. Hey, you finally won one. Yay.
The only time that game has ever gotten picked was when we were doing like predetermined ones, and I got Metroid Fusion.
I think I have
I'm
the
not
one
gonna
on
lie.
Game Boy.
I'm kind of happy that one won because I want
We're
to
doing
try
Toy
that.
Story Nintendo Genesis. I'm not gonna lie, this game's actually really good. Have any of you played it?
I think I did when I was little. Yeah. Does it
Yeah.
matter what version I get? Like, which one is better?
Honestly, they're all the same. Even the Game Boy one, I would say, is like the same. But it's not
think
a super. It's definitely not a long game because obviously it's a retro game. Like you can beat it in a day.
I think I'm gonna get the Ginny version just so I can get it complete and not it cost $100. You know what I mean?
That's fine. But honestly, like this game is, if you guys play it fairly without save states or any kind of cheats, I guarantee you it might take you a month. Like
Wow.
this game is so hard.
Really?
It's so hard for like that's the thing about all these like old like Disney games. I don't know who the market was because they're stupid hard for children,
Yeah.
Like, and that's who they're going after. And like adults are gonna look at Toy Story and be like, Toy Story.
Well, I'm gonna play it on the
Like,
original
first
hardware,
level is
so
kind of a puzzle.
I wonder which version I should play then, because I'm gonna play on the original hardware, so I'm not gonna have save states or anything.
No, it's you can. I first played this on the Game Boy when I was little. I will say the frame rate on the Game Boy is kind of meh, and like you can't really tell what some background tiles are. But
And I think I have the Game Boy and Genesis one.
if you play them both, like feel free to compare. But it will take you all month if you're actually trying to beat it.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
I
mean,
think
I
I'm
must have the
going.
guide.
I think I'm going Genesis just so I can get it complete. I think I've
You
decided.
just want to buy a complete game, like jeez. Mark, you got any copies of this yet?
Yeah,
But if I get it,
and the Boy version. I'm gonna go with the Genesis. I'm gonna dig it out.
No, I have the Genesis.
I'm gonna go with whatever I have.
That's exactly you should handle all your problems.
Because
All right, children. I am going to eat the rest of this pizza now because I can.
Cool,
Word.
man.
I will. You can totally do what you want with this video. I'm gonna edit it sometime this month where it's gonna be a little prettier. So.
complete Super Nintendo actually isn't that expensive. It's like $30, but it's still cheaper, more expensive than.
Just get any version you can. It's gonna.
I'm a collector as well, man. Okay.
I'm a collector too. Just I have limits, and I'm trying to move out of my parents' house one day. That'd be great.
As little Connor once said, we play the games, man. We play the games.
I've been saving up swag buck cards though, so I have like $20 in eBay money that I got for free. So that's what I saved this up for. It's game of the month.
All right. Fine.
Cool.
You got your little swag bucks.
Well, it was a good time, guys.
Was.
Bye, children.
See everyone
you guys
later.
next month. Yep.
Bye.
Bye.